KCTV5 stands for you. With COVID cases rising and new rules being imposed, we know you have questions. KCTV5's Carolina Cruz spoke with an expert at the University of Kansas Health System today to get some clarity about all this COVID confusion.
With the Delta variant spreading and infecting people across the country, when's the best time to get tested for COVID after a possible exposure?
Even prior to Delta, we know that people could be symptomatic at 2 days after they were exposed. So I think that is important to understand. So, I think we're still looking at the same type of thing. You could get symptoms anywhere from 2 days to 7 days. A majority of people who do get infected, if they do have symptoms, will probably have it within that time frame.
If you are fully vaccinated and test positive for COVID, how sick will you get?
You can certainly get the infection. The infection is just the virus getting into your cells. So the goal of these vaccines was really to prevent people from significant illness and having to seek medical care and having to go to the hospital and be on the ventilator.
Dr. Hawkinson says people who are immunocompromised can become more severely ill. So should you go to a vaccine site to try to sneakily get an additional dose to boost antibodies?
We have some very astute people who want to do the most to protect themselves, and that is great. But we still have so many people who haven't even received one dose of vaccine. I would really like to get those people vaccinated.
Dr. Hawkinson points out the ethical dilemma there. And if you got vaccinated months ago and your antibodies naturally wane, are you less protected compared to someone who recently got their shots?
Right now, there isn't any indication that you are less protected if you got your vaccine several months ago compared to somebody who just got their fully vaccinated status.
Dr. Hawkinson says that he knows that parents are watching those COVID numbers with just a few weeks left to go before school officially begins for a lot of school districts. And he says you ultimately have to decide what's best for your child, whether that means sending them to school with a face mask, even if it's not required, or opting for virtual learning. Carolina Cruz, KCTV 5 News.
Thank you, Carolina.